We spend so much of our lives chasing after more stuff, more status, more success. We believe the next thing, a bigger house, a newer car, a promotion, will finally make us happy. So we run, we strive, we fill our lives with things, but our hearts remain empty. The joy we chase always seems just out of reach, a mirage that fades as we approach. This endless chase is a trap, promising fulfillment but delivering only exhaustion. It whispers that we are not enough, that what we have is never quite good enough. We compare ourselves to others, scrolling through perfect images online, convinced everyone else has it all together. But this race has no finish line. The prize is always just beyond our grasp. Have you ever gotten something you desperately wanted, only to feel the excitement fade away? The new phone becomes just a phone, the new clothes just clothes, and soon, a new desire takes its place. We are like children in a candy store, grabbing at everything, but the sweetness never lasts. No matter how much we accumulate, something always feels missing. We search for fulfillment in achievements, possessions, and approval, thinking happiness is just one more step away. But what if true joy isn't about adding more, but appreciating what's already here? What if the key to a rich, fulfilling life is already in our hands, waiting to be discovered? So, what is contentment? It's not laziness or giving up on your dreams. Contentment is a quiet peace in your soul, a gentle acceptance of your life as it is right now. It's the ability to say, this is enough, I am enough. It's a joy that doesn't depend on circumstances or possessions. Contentment is the art of being happy with what you have, finding reasons to be thankful, even in imperfection. Imagine a sailor adjusting his sails. He can't control the wind, but he can choose his response. We can't control everything in life, but we can anchor our hearts in gratitude and trust. Contentment doesn't mean you'll never want or face challenges. It means your happiness isn't held hostage by circumstances. You're free from the constant need for more, from comparison and envy. Contentment is a warm blanket on a cold day. It doesn't change the weather, but it makes you feel safe and secure. It's the quiet confidence that God is in control and has given you what you truly need for today. It's a deep trust that His plan is good. This is the essence of contentment, a peaceful heart satisfied not with everything it wants but with everything it has. It's a gift you can give yourself with God's help, and it's the foundation for a truly rich life. The Bible speaks directly to our longing for more. The Apostle Paul wrote, "Godliness with contentment is great gain." Not just some gain, great gain. Paul teaches that a godly life and a contented heart are true wealth. The world says gain is found in money, status, or possessions, but God's economy is different. The greatest profit is spiritual, the inner peace that comes from walking with God and being satisfied with His provision. Paul isn't saying money is evil, just that it's not the goal. The goal is a heart right with God and at peace with its circumstances. This great gain is freedom, freedom from anxiety, envy, and fear of loss. When your heart is filled with godliness and contentment, you have a treasure no one can take away. It's portable wealth, steady through poverty or prosperity, sickness or health. True riches aren't measured by what's in your hands, but by what's in your heart. You can have little and be rich in spirit, or have much and be spiritually bankrupt. The great gain Paul speaks of is discovering that in God we already have everything we truly need. This is a radical redefinition of wealth, and it's available to anyone willing to seek it. Let me tell you about Samuel, a man who lived in a small nursing home room with almost nothing. He had a worn Bible, a photo of his late wife, and a small wooden cross. By the world's standards, Samuel was poor, no wealth, no status, no achievements. But Samuel was one of the richest men I've ever met. Every evening he'd sit by his window, eat a simple meal, and thank God for every bite. He saw every meal as a gift, every sunset as a masterpiece painted just for him. Samuel wasn't focused on what he lacked, his heart was full of gratitude for the small miracles of each day. In that quiet room, I learned a powerful lesson: contentment in its purest form. Samuel had unlocked the secret. True wealth isn't about accumulating more but appreciating what you have. He had his Bible, a simple meal, and the sunset. And for him, that was more than enough. He had godliness with contentment, and because of that he had great gain. His life was a living example of the truth in 1 Timothy 6:6. Samuel's joy didn't come from possessions, but from a grateful heart. He showed that contentment is possible, no matter your circumstances, and that's a lesson we can all carry with us. There's a vast difference between a life of chasing and a life of cherishing. Chasing is fueled by the belief that happiness is always in the future. If only I had more. It's a restless existence, always striving, never arriving. The chaser misses the beauty of the present, always looking for the next best thing. Cherishing, on the other hand, is rooted in the present moment. It's the ability to say, even though things aren't perfect, I'm grateful for what I have. The cherisher finds joy in the journey, not just the destination. Imagine two people in a garden. The chaser rushes through, searching for perfection and finding disappointment. The cherisher stops to admire the flowers, savoring each moment. One leaves empty, the other full of joy. This is the choice before us every day. Will we chase what we don't have or cherish what we do? The path of chasing leads to exhaustion and emptiness. The path of cherishing leads to contentment and great gain. The difference isn't in our circumstances, but in the posture of our hearts. It's the choice to stop running and start resting, to stop grasping and start receiving with gratitude. That's the life that truly satisfies. Gratitude is the soil where contentment grows. A grateful heart is a contented heart. A complaining heart is a discontented one. Gratitude isn't just a feeling, it's a daily practice, a muscle we must exercise. When we focus on what's right in our lives, everything changes. We start to notice the small wonders, the warmth of the sun, the taste of coffee, a loved one's smile. Gratitude turns ordinary moments into sources of joy. Why does gratitude lead to happiness? Because it connects us to the source of all good things, God. Giving thanks reminds us we're cared for and provided for. This understanding calms our anxious hearts and fills us with peace. So how do we make gratitude our daily bread? Be intentional. Start or end your day by naming 3 specific things you're thankful for. The key is to be specific. Notice the details. This daily practice will transform your perspective. It will cultivate a heart of contentment and unlock the great gain God promises. Gratitude is simple, but it changes everything. Make it a habit and watch your life transform. Contentment is a journey, not a destination, and it takes daily effort. Start by creating a gratitude anchor. Thank God for a new day before you even get out of bed. Limit your exposure to things that trigger discontent, like social media. Take breaks from the endless scroll and spend time connecting with real people or nature. Practice generosity. Give your time, resources, or talents to others. Giving shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have to share. Generosity breaks the grip of materialism and fills your heart with joy. Speak words of gratitude out loud. Thank your loved ones, thank God, thank strangers. Voicing gratitude makes it real and reinforces the habit in your heart. These simple steps, practiced consistently, chip away at discontent. They reveal the beauty of a peaceful, contented life. Start small, but start today. The path to peace is built one grateful step at a time. A contented heart doesn't just change your life, it impacts everyone around you. Your peace becomes a source of comfort and stability for your family and friends. In a world full of anxiety, a contented person is like a quiet harbor in a storm. Contentment transforms relationships. It replaces criticism with gratitude and creates an atmosphere of love. When you're not consumed by your own wants, you have energy to serve others. Your life becomes less about, what can I get, and more about, what can I give? This outward focus is the essence of a godly life. The ripple effect of your contentment can even reach future generations. When children see gratitude and peace modeled, they learn what truly matters. You give them a spiritual inheritance more valuable than money. Your journey toward contentment becomes a legacy of peace. It's a gift you pass on to those who come after you. And it all starts with a thankful heart. We've explored the exhausting chase for more and the peace of cherishing what we have. The secret to a rich life isn't getting more but wanting less and appreciating more. This is your invitation. Step off the treadmill, lay down the burden of comparison, and embrace rest. God invites you to find your worth not in possessions or achievements, but in being His beloved child. True wealth is found in gratitude and a heart at peace with God. Will you keep chasing the world's empty promises or accept the invitation to contentment? Start now. Find one thing to be thankful for, and let that seed of gratitude grow. Protect it from comparison and envy. The path to true wealth is simple, but it requires daily choices. Choose gratitude over grumbling, cherishing over chasing. This path leads to deep, abiding joy, and a life rich in what truly matters. I hope you'll accept this invitation. Discover for yourself that godliness with contentment is the greatest gain of all. The financial teachings shared on this channel are based on biblical principles and are intended for educational and spiritual guidance only. They do not constitute professional financial, legal, or investment advice. Always seek counsel from a licensed financial advisor or qualified professional for your personal financial decisions. We encourage prayer, discernment, and wise stewardship in all matters related to money and faith. Remember to like and subscribe for more God's Blueprint to Wealth videos.